Bangladesh, a nation known for its vibrant culture and indomitable spirit, finds itself grappling with uncertainty. The streets, once filled with the sounds of daily life and celebration, now resonate with a different kind of energy. October 2024 has been a month of turmoil, marked by protests, political tension, and economic hardship. The air is thick with the cries of those demanding change, and the atmosphere is charged with a sense of urgency. Students are up in arms over controversial exam results. Their frustration is palpable as they march through the streets, holding placards and chanting slogans, demanding fairness and transparency in the education system. Citizens are demanding the president's resignation. The call for leadership change is growing louder, with demonstrators gathering in front of government buildings, waving flags and shouting slogans. The price of basic necessities like vegetables is skyrocketing. Shoppers are faced with empty shelves and soaring prices, making it increasingly difficult for families to afford their daily needs. These seemingly disparate events are not isolated incidents. They are interconnected threads weaving a complex tapestry of discontent. The struggles of students, the economic hardships, and the political unrest are all part of a larger narrative of a nation in distress. The streets of Dhaka, usually bustling with life, now echo with the chants of protesters. The presence of police adds to the tension as authorities try to maintain order amidst the growing unrest. From students worried about their futures to families struggling to put food on the table, the people of Bangladesh are demanding change. The long queues for essentials and the worried faces in the crowd tell a story of a population at its breaking point. The question is, will their voices be heard? As the nation stands on the edge, the world watches closely, waiting to see if the cries for change will lead to a brighter future or further turmoil. At the heart of the unrest lies the controversy surrounding the Higher Secondary Certificate, or HSC, exam results. This issue has sparked widespread protests and has become a focal point of national debate. These exams are a crucial stepping stone for millions of Bangladeshi students, determining their academic and professional trajectories. The HSC exams are not just tests. They are gateways to higher education and future careers, making their accuracy and fairness paramount. This year, however, the results have been met with outrage and disbelief. Students and their families have taken to the streets, voicing their frustration and demanding answers. Students allege widespread discrepancies in the grading system, with many receiving unexpectedly low marks. These unexpected results have led to accusations of systemic errors and calls for a thorough review of the grading process. They claim that the evaluation process was flawed and lacked transparency. The lack of clear communication from the authorities has only added to the confusion and mistrust. The government's response has been mixed, further fueling the students' anger. While some officials have promised to look into the matter, others have dismissed the protests as overreactions. While some concessions have been made, the underlying issues remain unresolved. The students continue to demand a fair and transparent re-evaluation of their exam papers. This crisis has shaken the faith of an entire generation in the education system, leaving many questioning their future prospects. The uncertainty surrounding their academic achievements has cast a long shadow over their dreams and aspirations, making it a critical issue that needs immediate attention. The political climate in Bangladesh is equally tense. The call for President Shahabuddin's resignation is growing louder by the day. Opposition parties and citizens alike have taken to the streets, accusing the government of corruption, authoritarianism, and mishandling of the ongoing crises. The protests reached fever pitch on October 15th, with thousands gathering in Dhaka, demanding the president's resignation and fresh elections. The opposition has accused the government of stifling dissent and undermining democratic institutions. The situation has raised concerns about the upcoming elections and the future of democracy in Bangladesh. As if political and educational turmoil weren't enough, Bangladesh is also grappling with a severe economic crisis. Inflation is rampant, and the prices of essential commodities, particularly vegetables, have skyrocketed. For a nation where a significant portion of the population lives below the poverty line, this economic hardship is nothing short of a disaster. Long queues at markets and empty plates at home are becoming increasingly common. The government's efforts to control inflation and provide relief to the people have been inadequate. This economic despair is pushing already vulnerable communities to the brink, fueling resentment and frustration towards the government. The issues plaguing Bangladesh are not isolated incidents, but rather symptoms of deeper systemic issues. The government's perceived inability to address these concerns effectively has created a climate of distrust and disillusionment. The HSC Exam Controversy highlights the flaws in the education system, while the protests against President Shahabuddin reflect a growing dissatisfaction with the political leadership. The economic hardship caused by soaring prices exacerbates these issues, creating a tinderbox of discontent ready to ignite. The student protests over the HSC exam results are not just about grades. They are a manifestation of a deeper sense of disillusionment. These young people, on the cusp of adulthood, see a system that seems rigged against them. They are acutely aware of the corruption and nepotism that plague their country, and they are demanding better. They are the future of Bangladesh, and their voices deserve to be heard. The way the government responds to their demands will be a litmus test for the future of democracy and accountability in the nation. Section 7. Whispers of Change. The Opposition Stand. The opposition parties in Bangladesh have seized this opportunity to mobilize the growing public discontent. They have organized rallies and demonstrations calling for President Shahabuddin's resignation and fresh elections. Their rhetoric is laced with promises of change, of a brighter future for all Bangladeshis. However, skepticism abounds. The opposition's track record is not spotless, and many question their ability to deliver on their promises. Nevertheless, their presence on the streets, challenging the status quo, offers a glimmer of hope for those seeking change. Section 8. The Silent Struggle. Ordinary Bangladeshis bear the brunt. While the headlines focus on the protests and the political maneuvering, it is the ordinary people of Bangladesh who are bearing the brunt of the crisis. Families are struggling to put food on the table, students are losing hope in their future, and a sense of despair is settling in. The resilience of the Bangladeshi people is well documented, but even the strongest spirits can be broken. The government must act swiftly and decisively to address the concerns of its people before it's too late. Section 9. Bangladesh at a crossroads. Bangladesh stands at a crossroads. The choices made in the coming days and weeks will have a profound impact on the nation's future. Will the government listen to the voices of its people and address their concerns? Or will it resort to authoritarianism, further deepening the crisis? The world is watching. Bangladesh, a nation that has overcome tremendous odds in the past, now faces a different kind of challenge. Will it emerge stronger from this crisis, or will it succumb to the weight of its own internal conflicts? Section 10. A Call to Action. Hope for a Brighter Tomorrow. Despite the bleak picture painted by the current unrest, there is still hope for a brighter tomorrow in Bangladesh. The spirit of the people remains unbroken, and their determination to create a better future is evident in their actions and their eyes. The people have shown their willingness to raise their voices and demand better. They gather in large numbers, united by a common goal, to bring about the change they wish to see in their country. The international community must stand in solidarity with the people of Bangladesh. It is crucial for global leaders to recognize the importance of supporting a nation striving for democracy and human rights. Diplomatic pressure, economic assistance, and unwavering support for democratic values can make a difference. By providing the necessary resources and backing, the international community can help Bangladesh navigate through these turbulent times. The resilience of the Bangladeshi people, coupled with the support of the international community, offers a ray of hope in these trying times. Families are rebuilding their lives, and communities are coming together to support one another. Let us not let this moment pass. Time is of the essence, and every action taken now can have a lasting impact on the future of Bangladesh. Let us work together to ensure that Bangladesh overcomes its challenges and emerges stronger than ever before. By uniting our efforts, we can help build a nation that stands as a beacon of hope and resilience for the world to see.